Yes guys, what's good? So we're going to talk about bent over dumbbell rows today and why I don't prefer them as such, but they can be more beneficial to some people than using a bent barbell row. The reason being is because you've got more of a free range of movement to actually move your scapula, which is your shoulders, shoulder areas. When doing the row, you can actually move them a lot more than with a fixed bar. When the bar hits your chest or hits your sternum, that's as far back as you can go. With the dumbbell, you can move them around yourself and get your elbows back a lot further, creating a lot more engagement of the muscle, because inevitably, the further you can drive the elbow backwards when doing any back movement, the more the back can contract and the more it can actually engage the muscles you're trying to work and trying to reach. So in this movement, what I want you to be doing is, the first part of the movement is going to be hip flexion. So what you will actually need to be doing is making sure that your hips go backwards, okay? So like doing a glute drive, when your hips break, contract, break, okay? What you do is break at the hips so you're sticking your bum out, okay? Then you're gonna fall forward to the dumbbells, come down just past your knees, okay? So you get to about 90 degrees there, keeping your shoulder blades pinned back, your head neutral so your spine is not bent up or down, okay? And then from there, what you're gonna be doing is you're going to row. When you row, you're going to be retracting your shoulder blades back and pulling up with your arms, keeping your wrists straight towards your hips. So like on a rowing motion, like you're rowing a boat, okay? Pulling your shoulder blades around your spine, so to speak. So as if you're trying to pull your back and your shoulder blades around your spine, trying to fold yourself in half. Obviously, the more weight that's used with this, the better, because it is sort of a compound movement, even though it's with dumbbells. But it's definitely something you should be throwing into your workout. Now, doing a dumbbell row or any kind of bent row, if your spine is like this, right, and you're doing that, yeah, that's not good. It's not good at all. One, you're not engaging your back muscles, you're just pulling with your arms. Two, your spine is in a really nasty, compromised position, especially if you're a lad and you're chucking heavy weights about with form like this. So it's just snap city waiting to happen. There's just an injury, a disc bloody slipping, some form of vertebrae going wrong, or what's the word I'm looking for? Some form of spinal injury or muscular spasm is going to occur from you having that fishing rod spine when doing your rows. So you've got to make sure that when you're actually doing that row, you've got a nice flat back, your hips are back, your bum is back, you're falling down towards your knees, okay, under control, and you're rowing into the hips. Now, when you row, obviously we pull in towards the hips. There's a difference between the hips and and just rowing in towards your sort of midsection. When you're rowing towards the hips, okay, you engage more of the lats, which is the outer back muscles, okay, which is what you're trying to engage when doing a row, okay? So if you don't row to your hips and you row straight up here, what you're doing is basically engaging all the rears of your shoulders and your upper mid-back, which is going to be done elsewhere on cables and whatnot. So, you know, this is a big compound movement for the big meaty part of your back, so you want to make sure you're doing this properly. So rewatch the video again, have a look at the technique that I'm using, give it a little try, add dumbbell rows into your workout because they are brilliant over barbell. They can create much more engagement of the muscle, and just see how you get on.